Erdington, a small suburb on the outskirts of the city of Birmingham, with friendly locals. Fine architecture. Wildlife. The hustle and bustle of the high streets. Law and order. Religion and the local burnt-out church. One thing it does lack is nightlife. This was not always the case, because for a brief period, from 1968 to 1971, this was the home to the world's greatest rock club on earth. Rock legends that have come to this small town include T-Rex featuring Mark Bolan, Led Zeppelin, great! The brilliant Deep Purple, the Moody Blues, who later appeared on The Simpsons. Gym Class Hero recently sampled of Supertramp, Supergroup Blind Faith featuring Eric Clapton, Crazy World of Arthur Brown, Hawkwind featuring Grizzly Lemon of Motorhead, Fleetwood Mac, the gravelly voiced crooner Joe Cocker, Psychedelic Rockers King Crimson, local legends Black Sabbath, Mock the Hoople, the other local legends Yellow, the stroppy Elton John aka Reg Dwight. The Who even performed Tommy here for the first time. They even had transatlantic acts with guitar legend Santana. And Pink Floyd famously recorded their concept album Umagoba in this backward town. Above this suit fitters in the 70s, it all took place. Formerly a Carlton Ballroom, this tiny venue is now a branch of Walsall's furniture superstore. The branch manager a few questions.
My name is Steve Waterhouse. I'm branch manager here at Walmsley's, which used to be Mother's nightclub.
Excellent. Right. When did you first know about the shop basically was formerly Mother's? When did you find out?
Well, we've been here 7 years now, and it was only a few weeks into us opening that someone first came in and started giving me the lowdown on what used to be here.
Is it like local people who come in, or is it?
No, I've had people from all over the country, and even one guy from America came in whilst visiting, specifically to ask about Mothers.
Right. Usually, what are the questions people ask? They sort of ask you.
A lot of them are reminiscing about their time here, but certainly, I mean, the guy from Kansas was very interested in sort of like the whole history of the place.
So you usually find it's like older rockers rather than like the younger
Very much so, yeah, long hair, leather jackets, that sort of thing.
Local people who come in?
Yeah, and I'd say those that sort of used to frequent the club while it was here. We have certainly a couple of other people from around the country have come in asking about like the Pink Floyd connection.
With the
Umagoba being recorded here. They come in and some have asked to take photographs of the place, and really big Pink Floyd fans. Yeah.
Brilliant, right. Do you think there should be like more recognition of its heritage, the building's heritage?
I've started looking into the history of the place. I mean, when you consider some of the bands that have been playing here, it's rock legend, isn't it? I mean, so many of them have gone on to bigger and better things.
Was one of the last to play here.
I think he was the final night. Yeah, he closed here, which is...
That's good, because I've read a story about like, basically they couldn't get him a baby grand piano and had to get him an upright, and he threw a fit, which is...
A hissy fit, right, yeah. Even in those early days.
So do you think like sort of like a plaque outside for Birmingham City Council, a bit of basically tourist information about the building?
Yeah, I mean, On average, I get someone in every week, you know,
Right.
asking, you know, about mothers, the connection, can they have a look around, you know, and someone gives me a little bit more history on it.
Sure.
Unfortunately, no one seems to have any photos of the interior. I can't.
There is a book, and I'll pop it in one of the days if you want to have a look at it.
Yeah, are there many photos in that? Is it?
Yeah, there's photos. Yeah, it's, I think the back wall there's a massive mother's sign.
Okay.
And then like just the pictures obviously are psychedelic, so you can't really tell that much.
Okay.
But I
Yeah.
want to try and get the originals from the author of the book.
Everybody comes in, I ask them, you know, if they've got any photos from that time, but no one seems to have them.
Well, I don't think many people had cameras.
Well, that's it, yeah, yeah.
Right. With the proposed closure of the Birmingham Academy, do you think that Birmingham needs a place like Mothers to like carry on the music scene here in Birmingham?
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, yeah. Yeah.
That's a
Live
problem.
music's so important. I'm a live music fan and a rock fan, so yeah, without a doubt. Without
Would
a
you
doubt.
have personally attended the club if you was old
Yeah.
enough
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
time?
Some
Yeah.
would say I am old enough, but
Yeah, very nice.
most definitely, yeah.
Yeah, you would have done right, excellent. And do you think Mothers would have been as successful today if it was around today?
Yeah, there's not that many small venues around showing quality bands like there were in that day. You know, of course they didn't have the big arenas then, did they? So they survived in clubs like this.
That's excellent. And final question: do you know if have you ever been told any tales by people who have come in like of the club? Like, if they've ever told you basically this happened, such?
No, nothing specific. I mean, they all rave about it. They all say it was a great place. It was the place to come. But no sort of.
I mean, like for a club.
Nothing thrown out the window or anything like that,
Yeah,
or
that's
smashed
it.
guitars, that sort of thing. No one's come up with that yet.
Yeah. Basically, it's like, do you know any of the bands that has anyone ever said apart from the Pink Floyd connection that you know of?
Well, I mean, there's Elton John, Black Sabbath. I mean, there's an endless list.
You know, like John Peel DJs. here.
Well, John Peel, yeah. I mean, the little alley down the side here, he used to park his little Bedford camper van in there because he did a residency
Oh,
here.
right, yeah, excellent. That's one good thing.
Yeah, so he used to park his van down the side there. Actually, going back to the tale, some guy did come in and he said, well, I've had to jump start John Peel's camper van from down there because he couldn't get it out. He was stuck there for the night. About 3 in the morning, you know, they're pushing him out and jump starting him.
John Peel was the resident DJ and compere with a weekly slot introducing the band and closing each night's festivities.
You are aware of the heritage of this stuff? Is that correct?
Yes, we do, because I remember years ago in the 60s, which I did live around here then. Right. And this used to be on every Saturday, every Friday, every Sunday night. And we got all Spencer Davis doing it.
Oh, the Spencer Davis.
Spencer Davis. And then you've got like Stevie Williams in there. And all the Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath.
Black Sabbath, yeah.
Yeah, see, that's another one. That's
all right.
yeah.
Did you ever attend the club?
I did used to go there, not every night. You know, occasionally.
Occasionally, but what is the atmosphere like?
Brilliant. Yeah, I don't think they got the atmosphere now because it's all. You haven't got the same.
Very few pictures exist from the club as it was. These pictures pretty much say it all. Sweaty rockers.
Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Pink Floyd, Elton John, and many others. These stairs led to the entrance of the biggest nightclub in the world, brewed in the 60s and 70s. This is Mothers. I'm standing where the stage was, is in this area, and if you can tell from the wall here, there was a hatch, and apparently because the alley was so narrow, basically they couldn't get the PA system up the stairs, so they used to hoist it and bring it through here and set the stage here. So where I'm standing now is basically where legends like Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Elton John, countless others, you'll hear more about who throughout this documentary who's played here, but basically this is the legendary stage where John Peel gave his PAs, you know what I mean? So this is an important part, and we're going to try and find out if Birmingham City Centre, being Birmingham City Tourist Office, will actually give us a plaque outside to say basically this is where all these legendary bands played. But at the moment, that's the PA system. I think it might have been a bit different then. But there we go.
As we say goodbye to this intricate little town, we can't help but think, what is next for Erdington? Goodbye, Erdington!